Where the f*** is Aegon?
What if Maekar didn't lose his son? What if he let him go? And what if the outrage we see wasn't emotion, but mummery? A performance designed as subterfuge.
By order of the King, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and... Titles. Spoiler warning. Depart now, if ye would remain unboiled. Else stay, and be properly yoked.
She can have her answer now, stuffed in her father's mouth along with his withered Let's end this mummer's farce.
I've been seeing a lot of comments and a lot of videos across multiple platforms about Egg just running away again. And people are taking that at face value. But if we take note from our favourite dancing master,
I am Syrio Forel.
If you have the eyes to see, I'd like to offer another scenario. One where this is probably not what actually happened. Dunk is summoned to Maekar. The first thing Maekar tells him is that he's sending Aegon to the east. It doesn't feel political, it feels personal, like a father quietly admitting failure. And then comes the offer. You should come to Summerhall to have Egg as your squire. Will you have him, sir? Before the tourney, this would have been everything Dunk ever wanted. But now, Dunk thinks that it's not all chivalry and honour like he expected all knights to be. They are not all like Baelor. Maekar says Egg is an unruly boy. Dunk says he's a good lad. He just needs a stern hand. And that lands hard, because a stern hand is all Maekar has ever been. It costs Maekar something to offer Egg to Dunk. Dunk is as lowborn as lowborn gets, and yet titles, rank, hierarchy, none of it has been enough to shape his sons. Dunk says he's done with princes. Later, he tells Egg he just can't do it, because deep down, Dunk doesn't think he's enough for a prince. And that choice sits. It marinates. Then Daeron arrives at the funeral he helped cause, drinking again. Dunk expects trouble. But Daeron isn't there to fight, he's there to ask. Would you take Egg as your squire? This is a show edition. Daeron knows it's too late for him. Too late for Aegon. He even says Aegon once liked fishing, once found joy in simple things. And if Egg stays inside this Targaryen wheel system, we'll make a man of him yet. A man like Aegon. Daeron sees something in Dunk, something steady, and he wants that for Egg. Then we get the image. Egg's blonde hair growing back in. A metaphor. The part of himself he's been trying to suppress is returning. He can't just shave it away. He needs guidance. He's still a child. And Daeron's warning pays off almost immediately. Egg stands over Aegon's bed, ready to kill him. No man is more accursed than that of a kinslayer. Aegon might deserve it, but that choice would scar Egg forever. Maekar is already there, not as a prince, not as a commander, just a father sitting beside his injured son. And whether by fate or chance, he stops Egg. In that moment, maybe he asks himself, have I failed this one too? He has already killed his own brother. The irony is brutal. And when Maekar places his hands on Egg's shoulders, there's something unfamiliar there. Affection, concern. Maekar is the anvil, hard, unyielding. Egg grew up without softness. His mother, Diana Dane, gone long ago, and Maekar never quite filled that space. Then Dunk arrives, breaks the silence, asks for a private word. He'll take Egg, but not at Summerhall. Another blow. It sounds like rejection. I forbid Aegon to live like a peasant. He is the blood of the dragon. But Dunk doesn't bend. Maybe it's too easy, having everything. Wealth, privilege, yes men, being revered just for your name. Dunk says he doubts Daeron has ever slept in a ditch, and every piece of meat Aegon ever ate was rare and bloody. Not what Maekar wants to hear, exactly what he needs to hear. He's my last boy. And that's where we leave it, for us. But maybe not for them. Because after that comes the part we don't see. The conversation off screen, the calculation, the conditions, the subterfuge. Permission, just not publicly. Set carefully in motion. So that when Season 2 begins, Dunk and Egg's journey continues, and we realise it may have been planned all along.
So we still actually, even in the book, don't ever see the moment of Maekar saying, yes, you can go.
Egg shows up. It's a little ambiguous whether Maekar thinks Egg just ran away again.
Maekar didn't say no. He said,
he's my last son.
Subterfuge. Subterfuge is the use of indirect methods to achieve something. It's when the visible action or word isn't the real objective. Something is said, so something else can happen. Misdirection. So let's take this very serious political moment and indulge in the cinema once more.
Where the f*** is Aegon?
This is classic George R.R. Martin. And a nice touch by Ira Parker, subverting expectations by letting us assume too quickly that what we're seeing is the whole truth. We accept the reaction at face value. And we move on. But this isn't new. Consider Catelyn Stark and Tyrion Lannister. Think about what she did. We're meant to believe she's going to Winterfell, and even Tyrion feels foolish later for not picking up on the deception.
This isn't the King's Road. You said we were riding for Winterfell.
I did. Often and loudly.
Very wise. You'll be out in droves, looking for me in the wrong place. Word's probably got into my father by now. He'll be offering a handsome reward.
Did you catch that? What Tyrion says?
Word's probably got into my father by now. He'll be offering a handsome reward.
Throughout this world of Westeros, prisoners were bargaining chips, hostage exchanges, political leverage.
Till we hold the steel he pledged us, the little lion's life is ours.
That's the whole point of this video. If everyone at Ashford knew that Egg left with Dunk, there'd already be a target on him before they even left the town. They had to maneuver very carefully to figure out how to get Egg with Dunk. 1. Because George is a cheeky, and he loves to keep us guessing. We know more from The Sworn Sword, Book 2, and even the director, Sarah Adina Smith, has said there's ambiguity in it. That's the point. It sparks discussion. It's what makes this world so rich. George likes his history not to just repeat, but rhyme. And this echoes the scene with Catelyn and Tyrion. Tales grow in the telling, and history lives on through the winners or through song. Adapting from that is a huge challenge, because we're never sure if what we see or hear is the truth. Maekar, and possibly even Egg, crafted this plan to protect Egg and the Targaryen name. He gave Egg the Targaryen signet ring with strict instructions, only to be used in dire circumstances. Maekar gave Egg explicit rules. If he ever faced danger, if he was in captivity, or if his life was at risk, he was to use it. We don't know their full conversation, but we do know Egg had rules. Dunk's voice was steady, but his eyes were sharp.
How many eyes does Lord Bloodraven have? 1,000 eyes and one.
What did your father tell you when he sent you off to squire for me? To keep my hair shaved or dyed, and tell no man my true name, the boy said, with obvious reluctance. Egg had served Dunk for a good year and a half, though some days it seemed like 20. They had climbed the Prince's Pass together and crossed the deep sands of Dawn. They rode the Greenblood. They slept in stables, inns, and ditches. He groomed Dunk's horse, sharpened his sword, kept his mail free of rust. He had become a little brother. He isn't, though. This egg had been hatched of dragons, not chickens. So far as most folk are concerned, Aegon Targaryen went back to Summerhall. Your father did not want it known that you were wandering the Seven Kingdoms with some hedge knight. So let's hear no more about your boot. That's why Maekar, in public, said it loudly. Just like Tyrion says Catelyn was smart for her subterfuge. That protected her and Tyrion from being a pawn for someone else's gain. We're seeing it all over again. From the end of Book 1 into the beginning of Book 2, we don't know exactly what happened in that exchange. but we do know Egg has the signet ring, a contingency. Now I know some of you think this is a stretch, and that's fair. But ambiguity is built into this world. Whether this was planned or not, the effect is what matters. I really want to read your comments on this. I want both sides argued. I need perspectives. I need pushback. You might think I'm mad for wanting both sides, but I want discussion, not lazy takes. I need real conversation. If you're going to be upset or mad, at least do it in my comments. I'm trying to grow my channel, and your engagement, positive or negative, pushes this discussion and engage the community. To close this out, we'll dive into Targaryen madness next. At the end of Season 1, Dunk asks what feels like a common dig at Egg.
Are you mad?
Is that relevant?
For my new channel, this video gained a lot of buzz. It pulled in 25 times more views than I was getting before, and even more views on Reddit. And the comments? Absolute chaos. People arguing, debating, picking sides, which told me something important. This wasn't the end of the conversation. It was the beginning. Could he be mad in the future? Could we see hints of it? That's where we're going next. Targaryen madness. What it actually means. Who had it? Who didn't? And whether Egg is on that path.
Your reign is over.
My reign has just begun.
Stories are not only told, they are forged.